value. Most of the stuff we learned in lab, I took from that, and I had to do a couple of research on my own. But for the most part, this wasn't the challenging part at all. It was pretty simple. So, as I was saying, depending on which level of difficulty you choose, it ranges. It differs from how many chances you get to guess the number right. So if it's easy, you get 5 chances to guess it right. If you go to insane, I give you at least 15 chances to guess the number right, just because the number gap. So on easy, it's only numbers 1 through 10. Medium is 1 through 30. Hard is 1 through 100. And insane, for people who are good at guessing, I say, it is 1 through 1,000. I use a lot of a for loop for my whole game, and then I use if statements, as you can see. So if you guess greater than the number, it'll say, if you guess less than the number, it'll say too low. If you're higher than the number, it'll say you're too high. If you get it right, it'll say correct, and then it'll open the slot machine game. Here's the Easter egg, guys. If you run out of attempts, you'll have to start all the way over. So here's the structure of my slot machine. It's ran on GUI, like I said before. Simple 3x3 matrix. I use 9 axes and 1 push button, as you can see. So the code to the slot machine. Initially, this is what it was supposed to look like. It's supposed to be more simple. Well, not simple. It was supposed to be less code as possible. As you can see, I had everything set up to a 3x1, 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 and so it would be easy for me to calculate how many colors in a row I got. So all red, all blue, all green. But the hard part about that was I had less control, because you could win horizontally, you could win vertically, diagonally, and it was hard to keep up with all of that with the logic and all. And I had less control of how random the numbers would be, even though it's already pseudo-random. I had less control. So to have better control of my game, I use a switch case. Like I said before, I switched it to a switch case. As you can see, I had all total control, so it really wasn't random. Well, the number's random, but the code isn't random. I had a switch case 1 through 10, so I put rand.10, and then you get a 2 out of 10 chances to win. You only get 5 chances, and the right switch cases to win are 2 and 5. If you win, the other GUI will open and say you won. Congratulations, you won the game. Now, the problem that I could not fix was the opening function. The transition between going from the command window to the GUI was not working somehow. Did a lot of research, ton of research. Somehow it didn't work. I tried handles, values, switch. I tried a lot of things. It just wouldn't work. I tried even things that we didn't learn in class. I tried load, open fig function, but nothing seemed to get the error from changing. When I tried load, the whole GUI wouldn't even work. Like the axes wouldn't change. Like the 7s wouldn't even show up. None of the pictures showed up. So for me to at least get the code running, I just left it as is, use open, and that's how I ran it. Another problem that occurred that I found a solution to was the multiple you win in the text box, which some of you guys pointed out in the beta testing game. So what I did to fix that, the message box was stuck in a loop as well, so it would generate a total of 9 times the same amount of slots that I had. So the text box will say you win 9 times, and I couldn't figure out how. I put it at the end. I put the message box at the end of the code, and it still didn't work. So what I ended up doing was just pausing it, opening the you win GUI that I created, and then just closing the slot machine, so it could be a lot simpler than having to figure out how to put the you win text box out of the GUI. and out of the loop. So, in conclusion, the game works. I still had errors in the game. Well, the only errors that I had were transitioning from the command window to the GUI, but other than that, the game works perfectly fine. It's enjoyable. It's fun. Anybody can play it. Well, if you know how to count. So, most people could be able to play it. So, it's a pretty fun game. And I'm going to show you guys a demo. Before that, I'm going to talk about future opportunities. Of course, the main opportunity, I want to get rid of the errors. Most important one. I want to develop different modes of the game. So let's say you can have like a math game. Instead of just guessing, you can do like multiplication tables, add, subtract, division, just any kind of games. Make it more challenging for the user. Another thing I want to do is run everything through the GUI. If you develop your game on GUI, you know how challenging GUIs can get. So that's another thing I want to do. And finally, just I guess add more casino games, cards. Just make a big casino game in the MATLAB. It'll be pretty cool. So I'm gonna show you guys a demo of the game. Like I said, here's my code. So let's play. It says welcome to DD Slot Machine. Okay, choose a level of difficulty. Menu pops up. We're gonna play on medium. Guess a number between 1 and 30. The best way to do this is go 15, cut it in half, too low. So let's go 20. Too low still, 25. Too low still, 28. Too high, so that means our number might be 27. 26 is the number. Correct. Like I said, that's the error. The transition. Play the game. Didn't win. Try again. Didn't win. Try again. Didn't win. Try again. There it is. Congratulations, you win. Try again. And that's my game, guys.